That's the door to the street. Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me.
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Oh yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower. I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower and spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. In the half-light, I can see only the person's profile, but it's definitely Beak. As I walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
What are you staring at?
You must be Beak Nerys.
Huh? Yeah, that's me. But I ain't smelled you before. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Chelsea Bando. She told me I could probably find you nosing around up here.
Yeah, Chelsea. Good egg. Nice looker. So, what do you want?
She said you might give me a lead on who robbed Rook's pawn shop.
Maybe yeah, maybe no. What you gonna give me for the info? What you doing? I don't want that. Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh? I haven't got any info on that. Chelsea! Smart girl and a real looker to boot. She's got a cute little nose. I can't help you there. She runs that pizza place with her husband, Sal. I don't know much about her. A true Italian nose, though. He lets his wife run the pizza joint. I don't know what he does. Though I've heard some things about who he does. You can tell he drinks a lot by that snaz of his. I haven't got any info on that. I know a little about him. Runs a pretty successful PI business. Rook's pawn shop was robbed by a two-bit crook named Mick Flem. He and his girlfriend have knocked off half a dozen pawn shops over the past month. The girl goes to a pawn shop and hawks a bracelet for a decent amount of cash. Then Flem breaks into the pawn shop and steals the bracelet, along with anything else he finds. The bracelet is the bait Mick Flem uses for the pawn shop robberies. I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flem had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flem. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flem has had a terrible fear of clowns. Bozophobia. I once saw Flem pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified. Big trouble. It's causing mutant blood to boil, and I don't want to be around when the bullets start flying. Anyone with a hunker like that can't be all bad. Malden's no rocket scientist. But I hear that he's not on the take. I've helped him out a couple of times, so he leaves me alone. McFlam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum, and he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him. Oh, I'm nobody. I just try to keep my nose clean and my ear to the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Or was that vice versa?
The Acme warehouse is the former Snow White dry cleaning building. Nobody's used this place in a while. If Flem is working out of this warehouse, it looks like he got careless. The door's unlocked. If this is Mick Flem's hangout, he'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him. Crate smells like laundry soap. Crate in front on the floor seems to be partially opened. Apparently some fireman dropped off his uniform to be cleaned and forgot to pick it up. This key must fit a lock around here somewhere. That hook looks pretty heavy duty. The rusty doll looks great on the pulley hook, but I'll need to get it to move before it'll do me any good. This must be the power box for the warehouse, and it's locked. The heavy footsteps I hear must be Flem. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Flem least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back from the dead. Crate smells like laundry soap. Crate in front on the floor seems to be partially opened. I could probably fit inside this crate, but there are a bunch of nasty-looking nails sticking out all over. I think I'll stay out of it. Crate smells like laundry. Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy. You are dead.
Dead? Wow. Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. Your life must be restored so that you may fulfill a higher purpose. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided. I will do what I can to help you make your way, but only you can fulfill your destiny. Now, go back and try not to get yourself killed again. You will know when the time is at hand. Allow me to remind you of PI rule number 2. Hide from people carrying guns. Who do you think you are, me?
This must be the power box for the warehouse, and it's locked. The heavy footsteps I hear must be Flem. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Flem least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back from the dead. Hopefully this isn't a self-destruct lever. Crate smells like laundry soap. Crate in front on the floor seems to be partially opened.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
Mick ran off without his keys. I'll bet at least one of these will come in handy. Damn, I'm good. This has to be Rook's bracelet. Yummy! A bottle of turnip schnapps. I'll bet it's got a real kick. Well, this is actually a storage compartment. Looks like it requires a special combination key. A locked box within a locked box. It must contain something worth having. What do we have here? Unless I miss my guess, this is jade, and it's good quality too. That door leads to the street.
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
The prophecy is very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity?
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex Murphy.
I feel better today than I've felt in a long time. Boy, did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the bracelet back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can succeed at this business and turn my career around. But if I'm gonna do that, I better do something about my fax machine. Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness. Oh boy, mail. That's the door to the street. This is the brand new electronic shop outlet. No pun intended. This electronic shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located. Now that's interesting. Looks like an alien pineapple. Looks like a core sample from an old sofa. Yum, an imitation chocolate keyboard, the perfect Valentine gift for that special computer nerd. This is something called Future Crate. It must hold more stuff than plain old crates. Ah, it's the plasma ball, the season's hottest new toy. Unfortunately, it cost $18,039.99. A teeny disc tote box. Too bad they quit making teeny discs 10 years ago. An old 1286 with an ancient super duper wowzer VGA monitor. This must be the new 10-key laser printer pop-up toaster unit. Ooh, Plan 9 flying saucers. Very cool. Well, that's either a model of a space station or a 4-pack of mineral water. Looks like some kind of space chicken. Oh, a drive-through teller tube. Everyone should have at least one of these around the house. A teeny disc tote box. Too bad they quit making teeny discs 10 years ago. The Rodent Tracker 8000, just like on TV. Because household pests never build up an immunity to bullets. Yum, an imitation. A remote control flying saucer, huh? It's so old it's turning to dust. Shelves and shelves of useless, overpriced products. I don't know what this is, but it's got a real nice handle. That pudgy computer dweeb really has a battered head.
Hi there, how can I help you?
I just came by to welcome you to the neighborhood. My name's Tex.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Underwood. So, what can I do for you?
Do you have fax machines?
Sure do. In fact, there's one older model in the blue light special box.
I tried not to stare, but it threw me off when I saw how cross-eyed Ham Underwood is. I'll have to keep in mind that anything he says is on the left is probably on the right. The fax machine's so outdated it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better than nothing. I can't get that while the force field is up. The fax machine's... Now that's a solid door. It's probably titanium. On the top floor of this place,
You have a fax.
as soon as I hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Oh, finally. Maybe this is a real case, the kind you get paid for. A fax addressed to Tex Murphy from the Countess Rainier? That's the door to the...